I'm Charles Moy, ringing in from Las Vegas. Got a lot of exciting things to share with you. Hold on to your seats because Save Club is taking off like a rocket ship. With me tonight, I've Pete Delmonico. He's gonna be helping out, co-hosting here, trying to, fill our time as we'll share you through. This is me here again, ringing in from Las Vegas. Save Club has been an exciting adventure so far, and it's been such an honor to attract so many amazing leaders, be on the phones nonstop, hearing the what's going on in this industry, hearing about how people are seeing Save Club. I'm just floored at the talent that the company's been able to attract in just a short amount of time. We're 15 days into it. The numbers are growing. We had our first commission run last week. So many people calling me, telling me how excited they were with the income that they've got going, and from here on in, I feel our commission runs are just going to get bigger and bigger. Now, many of you came to this presentation not really knowing what's going on. We've got landing pages out there that you might have heard about this on social media. We're simply dominating all over social media right now. So many people um, uh, sharing this, sharing the deals, sharing the savings, sharing the business opportunity. We've got an arsenal of creatives and a lot more coming. And when you come to look at the business, you become a pre-enrollee. You put in your name, phone number, and email address. Maybe you saw me on a video, or maybe you saw a video like this. I'm going to play this video, and it's going to give you a quick summary about what we're doing here at Save Club and how what's ahead.
You've been looking for a side hustle. Yeah, we get it. Jobs just don't cut it anymore. The constant grind, the bosses breathing down your neck, barely getting paid enough to exist, let alone live, living for the weekends, and even those go by too fast. But what if I told you we're about to change all that? What if your side hustle wasn't just some extra cash, but the start of a completely different lifestyle? I'm talking about dream house, dream car, bucket list vacations. Not someday, not maybe. I mean real results, starting now. All you have to do is save people money. We actually do that for you. Let's be real. Everywhere you turn, people are complaining. Gas is up. Groceries are insane. Rent's a joke. People aren't just open to saving money. They're desperate for it. That's where you come in. Imagine this. You go out to eat and boom, buy one meal, get one free, discounted oil change, car wash, half price, need a new appliance, save hundreds. 5-star travel for 2-star prices. We've got discounts on everything, no convincing, no product switches. It's stuff people already buy, and now they just get it for less. And when they save, you get paid. It's the ultimate win-win. You're not selling, you're serving, helping people keep more of their money while building your own empire. So if you're done watching life pass you by, fill in the form. Let's get started and let's build something real.
Something real. And the vision of the company is to put a product out there, a savings membership that will far surpass what you spend on it each month. It's the no-brainer product. And my commitment here is to put together the number one savings membership in the world, where we're saving on shopping, dining, travel. We're bringing so much in here, from cash back. We've got an amazing app in development right now. We're reaching around the globe. This month, we'll be launching a portal that brings on over 40,000 deals globally. The world is finally ready for this. I don't think this type of opportunity could be done even just a few years ago. But now that the advertising world has focused in, that the rewards and cashback and the systems for tracking all this is here, we're ready to do some revolutionary things and really bring the direct sales industry to a new place and disrupt this massive advertising industry. And like I said, currently in our savings platform, there's over 1 million stores you can save at, from dining, entertainment, shopping, travel, and more along the way. There's things in here like for dining. Here's the fun part. You get to save without adding more expenses to your life. This is an opportunity where we're not asking you to take on some additional auto ship or buy products or things that add to your life. We're saying use a membership that's going to save you money. And here's some of the creatives that are attracting people all over the internet. So I put pasta in here. We got It's making me hungry. It's about dinner time over here. But if you're gonna be eating all that pasta, maybe you need to save some money on a gym membership. And it's been so fun to see all the different creatives, and it's been fun to be leading up a company where we're not really strung into one segment. We can really appeal to everybody, from the person who's willing to eat a whole bunch of carbs to the person that's willing to eat no carbs, to just the person that just wants to have fun and travel. And collectively, as this starts coming out, we've got around 5,000 members in the company right now. We're 15 days in, and we've already have so many. We've dozens and dozens of creatives that are here, and this is just going to keep coming. We've got one of the best creative teams that totally understands the psychology on social media and what's going to draw people in. And when people start seeing Save Club over and over again, they're going to get curious. These people are going to become prospects inside of from your landing pages, like through that video you just saw, and Save Club will become a household name, because we got to offer things where people already are shopping. Look at all these huge brands that I'm certain many of you already engaged with at least one of these brands, or been to one of these resorts, or been to one of these hotels, or eaten at one of these spots. Again, we're not asking people to do something different. Just buy one, get one freeze, get cash back on your meals, save up to 50%. Here's another awesome creative. It's great now. And
Yeah,
every time I'm going out to eat, I look for one of these 2-for-1 deals so I can invite somebody. Don't want to eat alone,
I
right?
spent the last couple of years wishing I could create cool videos like this, watching all these kids on Instagram, and now it's all done for us. We can share it and we can invite people to our affiliate group, and then they can see testimonials and excited people, and it just makes the sales process and the sharing process so much easier,
Yep. Yep. And here's a whole bunch of restaurants and more coming. You know what I love the best about the membership is the local stuff. And our next round of discounts coming into so many local restaurants. And I love finding spots that I would never find before. And that's really one of the incentives for these local businesses. It's how do you find a place? If you're a small business owner, how are you going to get someone to come into your restaurant? And that's where Save Club comes in. It's an ethical bribe. The restaurant saying, "Hey, here's a buy one get one free. Here's 15%, 25% off your bill. Come in, check us out." And this is how you find out about new spots. I ate at this Mediterranean place, little hole in the wall. Would have never found them. They had a 2-for-1 offer. I went in there, delicious. I'm gonna be going back. Family owned, operated spot, just 5 minutes from my house. But how we're going to attack the world, and what's really happened online, is these online retailers have started really embracing this ethical bribe. Because if you're a big brand and you're advertising, what are you supposed to do? Put up a billboard, put ad in a magazine, go to the radio, go to television? That stuff doesn't work anymore, and they know that. Yet there's still $900 billion a year spent on advertising. So what are they supposed to do? Turn to some influencer and try to manage influencers to promote what Target, to promote these big brands? There's a mismatch. So the advertising dollars are having to find new places, and this is globally. And these are the type of brands that are coming in. Look, like premium brands. This is an actual deal for a $2,000 watch. This is huge savings. And I say, maybe you don't like a traditional watch. Maybe you need the e-watch. Another awesome creative here for us to use. And again, great savings with the online shopping, and the amount of household name brands, Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies that are giving us deals and directing their advertising dollars our way. It's the time is now. I mean, just look at some of these brands. These brands that they don't want to hurt their brand value by offering discounts publicly. It would that destroys their model. Why even have a retail price? But they want the customers and they want to offer these deals and attract the people. And so they're going to offer these. They are offering these discounts through these private networks and through clubs like ours. And the bigger Save Club gets, the more negotiating power we have. We got great deals now because they love the fact that we can hop on a webinar and promote their brand. And in trade for that, they're going to give us great savings and discounts. Now, travel's done a little bit differently. Travel's done through travel portals, and we've got over 1 million destinations globally. And we've got 6 travel portals inside of our system here that compete and display you the very best price. So if you were to look at like Orbitz or hotels.com, our travel site, it's not always the best, but many times it beats it by 25 up to 50% or more on travel. And so, but people aren't traveling every day. But when you do travel, man, the savings are phenomenal because we have so many top groups here aligning with us to give us discounts on the travel and savings. Now, if you're just going to go about your year and use your membership, and we're hyper conservative here for dining, for shopping, for essential stuff like oil changes, health services, manicures, pedicures, haircuts, family vacations and travel, is very conservatively, the membership pays for itself many, many times over. And that's why I think this is the hottest business. I know it's the hottest business for 2025. Pete, I know you've been super hot on savings as the product. You want to just share with you why you think it's the greatest product?
Yeah, I first was exposed to the idea over 10 years ago, and it actually just the idea generated a business, a pretty decent sized MLM, and it didn't work out. The technology wasn't there. There was no card linking. You had to like go find your receipt and scan it. And half the time they didn't recognize it. But it was a great idea. Never forgot about it. And then about a year ago, I revisited it again. And unfortunately, it wasn't, they just didn't have Charles has this incredible work ethic. So they just weren't getting after it and making deals and everything. They were more interested in doing like third party and white labeling and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, the way Charles is doing it, I'm so impressed because he's going right to the source, cutting the direct deal with us, which gives us more cash back, which is something I didn't even realize. A lot of these third party apps and stuff like that, they're keeping a lot of the cash back. And now we found a way to share it with our members. And it's just the best scenario I've ever seen. So I want to thank you because this is really unfinished business for me that I've been hoping for many years. And you're doing it right. And, this is just the most fun thing I've ever seen. I mean,
Yep.
people are rabid. I've gotten like 5 texts already. Where's that video? I want that video. And it's like, whoa, we're just starting to show it. Relax.
Oh yeah, guys. There's
It's amazing.
there's some videos that I will not show because they're too exciting, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because we're right here at the beginning of pre-launch, and there's plenty of excitement with what we have right now. But it's like we've got a hopper lined up with all the ammunition we need to catapult us to definitely the hottest business of 2025. And we can do this because we've got one of the most lucrative compensation plans. We've got a digital product, and we're not blowing money on huge corporate offices full of staff. I mean, how many companies have we seen go down in just the last 4 to 5 years where you'd think that these companies that are doing these major volumes are going to be here for a long time. You think that the organization that you built and the residual income that you built is safe, and it hasn't been. And when I put this together, when I looked at what I wanted to do, I thought to myself, when was the best time in my life? And the best time in my life was when I had lots of passive residual income. I had built up an organization, and no matter what I did, month in and month out, the checks were coming. And I went to look at the industry, and I said, where can I go to develop a real passive residual income check? And there's just really nothing out there. And so we had to build it and develop it and put the best ideas, the biggest brands, and do something that the industry had never seen before, and continue. What I like to do with my career is innovate, be the tip of the spear, and find a problem and solve it. And one of the biggest problems globally right now is people having more money, and this is a way to save more, earn more, and take control of your life, put real residual income into your streams of income, and I'm getting a little bit more into that with explaining this compensation plan. First off, we've got an international business opportunity. We're already doing business all around the world. We're ready to go in over 150 countries right now. Today, big announcement. We just finished our iPayout integration. Initially, Pete, when we started talking about this, I said our first payout was going to be on the 9th. And I just kind of saw the hesitation. There's some people that are coming from other opportunities. They really needed to get a check, and they really needed to understand that we were real. I moved our first payout up a week, and the first week's commissions were great. People telling me, "Oh, I can't believe it was this," and that was only for the first 4.5 days of doing the business, and our first bonus pools for the month. So we've got weekly commissions. We haven't even paid any matching bonuses yet because the matrix commissions are on the first billing of the membership. The first uh, initial order is all done to Fast Start, and the second piece is the residual income aspect of the matrix. And so some of the biggest parts of this compensation plan haven't even been demonstrated yet, and that's coming.
Yeah, I was amazed. Like it pushes the money, right to your bank account. You don't have to press buttons or pay fees or get, hit with all these ridiculous stuff. And I was just blown away that it was right there. And iPayout's a great company. I've used them before. That's going to really open up the doors for us. 80.5%. You can only do that with a digital product, guys. And also, you can only cross borders across the whole world with a digital product. We're tariff proof. Everybody's talking about tariffs and everything. The other great thing is we're getting all this free advertising because people are arguing about egg prices and inflation and all that stuff. And that's our product, is to save on the things that you do every day. And everybody wants to save money. Even very rich people love to save money.
Everybody likes a deal. Everybody loves a deal. And I'll highlight some things here of what's going to help you use that. Helping people save money to put money in your pocket. And we've got all this done for you advertising. Some of the best creatives. We've got an all-star team of creative developers. And again, that's a big part. A lot of companies don't even think about that. They create like one video, or they got some materials, or some lazy website that was developed years ago, and it doesn't capture information, doesn't do follow-up, definitely doesn't have AI follow-up, which we'll be covering here in a moment, and it doesn't have the Powerline marketing system, proven to be one of the most powerful converting tools within the industry, responsible for millions and millions of enrollments over the last 20 plus years. And we've really honed in exactly why a Powerline system works. We use not only the psychology of showing that the company has momentum. When you look at the Powerline, you're saying, wow, so many prospects have come and entered their information, and look how many people have upgraded. And our conversion ratio is like unheard of. I was speaking to a gentleman today that really does a lot of internet marketing, and he goes, yeah, look at my numbers. Here's the people putting in their name, phone number, email address, and here's how many people have upgraded. It was 50%. Unreal. So this message is really connecting and duplicating, and we're seeing a lot of duplication right now, and that's really how this compensation plan pays the best as well. Every person that you sponsor, you match their matrix check, and this matrix is massive, 2x16 matrix, and as that matrix grows, doesn't matter where you're at, the people that you sponsor, as more and more customers come inside the matrix, you match their check, and it can go to unlimited depths. So you could be hundreds of levels deep inside of the matrix and sponsor a new person, and from right there's another 16 levels that you have potential to get matched on. Also, we got these global revenue sharing pools where as the company grows and the tide rises, everybody makes more. So I was saying the other day, a rising tide raises all checks. And there's something else about these global revenue share pools. It's not just developed and built from the people that are in your sponsorship tree and in your organization. These global pools are now pulling in advertising dollars from these top brands. And I've got some more slides about that, which I think that makes this the most exciting opportunity ever to hit the direct sales space.
That's right. We're disrupting advertising, not
Oh yeah.
MLM. Think
Oh yeah,
big.
we'll get to that. And as you said, Pete, and as so many amazing talented people are rushing into Save Club, it's all about timing. In real estate, it's location, location, location. In this business, it's timing, timing, timing. And you couldn't get better timing than 15 days in right here at the beginning where nobody knows about this. I mean, we look like a big company because we're all around the world. We've got commissions going out, we've got our pay systems in place, we've got massive credit card merchant processing accounts in place. We're ready for growth just like a seasoned veteran company, but we're 15 days in. Not everything is here, but that just makes the opportunity stronger. And this is an opportunity for you to get your team in place. Pre-launch is such an exciting time because the new developments and every single week. I mean, just these last 2 weeks, look what's happened. The products come out. It's been amazing. We got more videos. We got more creatives. We have international payments. These webinars are getting way better. 2 weeks ago, I didn't even really know how to use Zoom because I was developing stuff corporately and working behind the scenes. But I just love being in the field and sharing the excitement and hearing it every single day. And that time in a company when growing the business and watching the results and watching the company momentum, it's great being on a winning team. I mean, you could have, if we had an opportunity to talk to a professional sports player, you say, "Oh, would you like to be on the losing team or you want to be on the championship team?" Well, I mean, for 2025, we're gonna win the trophies here. And we're doing that because we're attacking some advertising empires that have come before us. Print media, as you see all the different print companies here, print's going away. Newspapers, they're folding. I know in the major newspapers just keep shrinking. Magazine advertising, it's not what it was. TV is not the same. All the different streaming networks, these TV networks were built on advertising. Advertising dollars built these TV networks. We know all your favorite TV shows that have been funded over the years. You know what funds those? Advertising dollars. You know what pays all those big actors and those big budgets to shoot those shows? Advertising dollars. Here's an example of how a shift in advertising dollars made billionaires and rocked the world. Do you guys remember when Yahoo first came out? This was like in like the late 90s. Yahoo came out. And why was Yahoo the sensation around the world and one of the biggest tech companies? Not because they had like crazy special technology or anything. It's because they had the eyeballs. And those eyeballs are what attracted the people that wanted to invest in the company, and like fortunes were made. We all know about Mark Cuban's fortune that came from Yahoo, and that was because the rush of advertising dollars was getting focused online. And Google, one of the biggest companies in the world. The owners of Google are some of the richest people in the history of the planet. And why is that? Because pay per click. It's advertising dollars that created that. Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook, it's the advertising dollars that make the value of the company. They have the attention of the people. Well, those advertising dollars are shifting, and it's a lot of money. $900 billion a year. Now, there's not too many industries out there that touch $1 trillion annually, but advertising does, and we're disrupting it in a major way because the brands simply aren't going to pay for TV, radio, social media. They tried to pay influencers. It doesn't work for many of the brands. There's no connect. So where are all these advertising dollars going to go? By the way, the advertising dollars aren't going to go down just because there's not places to advertise. The advertising dollars go up and up and up every year, and it's being shifted. It's being shifted to loyalty, rewards, cashback, rebates, these ethical bribes. And this wasn't possible even just a couple years ago because I've been in advertising. I've run a digital marketing agency since 2005. And it was the brands didn't want to incentivize the customers. It was kind of taboo if you're a brand and you incentivize the customers. But you know what? Some of the brands started doing it and it worked. And they started giving cash back and they started giving rewards. Now it's all the rave. And and I've been attending marketing conferences, internet marketing conferences. One of the reasons I live in Las Vegas is because there's so many trade shows here, and I love going to them. And I've attended internet marketing conferences since 2006, and the one I just went to, the majority, probably 75% of the content that was spoken from stage and pushed out there was about card linking, was about coupons, was about rebates, was about ethical bribes to customers, giving them cash back, loyalty, and rewards. That's exactly where we're at. We've got like the funnel of advertising dollars is like a wave and it's coming our way and we're perfectly positioned for that. So this is the time to build. Like Kelly was saying at the beginning of the call. It's time to get to work and establish it right now. Another big trend that's going on in the world right now is AI. You can't get away from it. Either it's making your way into your phone. I just did a phone update the other day, and now there's all these AI tools in my phone. And then the websites are now using AI. You go to Google, it's not a Google search anymore. It's a Google search with Gemini. It's using AI, and it's sucking down the power. You might notice your power bill going up because power is more expensive because this AI sucks so much power. It requires a lot of energy to do all this advanced computing. But here's the thing, AI is here, it's here to stay. It's a quantum shift within our society. The quantum shift is when something comes along, and if you don't take part in it, you are left behind. Just like when personal computers came along, if your business didn't use them, you were left behind. If when cell phones came out, you didn't start using a cell phone, you're left behind. When smartphones came out, you don't use a smartphone, you're left behind. Now AI is here, and if you don't use it, you're not part of the way the society is going. But here's the thing. Is AI making you money? Did artificial intelligence make you money today? Well, soon to be. So we've put together a platform on the Microsoft 365 platform, which is the best, biggest built system. Uh, I don't know how many billions of dollars power this, but did you know that Skype, that's been around, been a staple society for 20 years, household name Skype. Skype is done because Microsoft, which owns Skype, is moving everything to the 365 platform, the same platform we're running on, that we've licensed. And Microsoft has also dumped billions of dollars into their Copilot, Microsoft Copilot AI. And this is what's going to be powering Save Club's AI. And this is to do customer service, training, and sales. So when you've got a powerful AI working for you, following up with your prospects, explaining the opportunity to your prospects, and getting them to upgrade from free to paid member, and you get paid that week. This is a way to use a multi-billion-dollar platform with a $60 annual affiliate fee and put AI working for you 24/7. And some of the videos and promotions and trainings and stuff that we've been building in the background for the release of this AI, which should be this month. Before we end this pre-launch, we should have AI working for everybody in the field, which is when that drops, it's going to send a shockwave through the industry because people are going to hear about it, they're going to experience it, and even more leaders and more people are going to come rushing to get involved with Save Club. Now, I've been part of this great industry, the direct sales network marketing industry, going on about 23 years now, but it's existed far longer than even even before I was born. Get some water. Pete, how long have you been part of MLM?
15 years. About 15 years. Definitely. It's funny you were talking about Yahoo. I loved Yahoo because I could check my email and see the news in the same place. I thought that was like the most technological advancement ever. But yeah, I love when you explain the waves to me, and obviously lived through some of it. It kind of blew me away. This is really interesting, guys.
Yeah.
So here we go.
So the direct sales industry started a long time ago when sales teams, and you could make an override on your sales teams, and that was like the first introduction of the direct sales industry and the network marketing industry where you could build a team and get paid on it. But back then, it was done on paper, on just paper ledgers, and I'm talking about the early days of this. Probably was in the 30s, maybe 1920s. The Industrial Revolution. People started selling and having sales teams, and then brands started using it as their primary way of selling. That they would market through sales teams, and you can make an override. And again, that was like wave two of network marketing. And then wave three of network marketing came along when the personal computer and computers came out, and we weren't tracking these sales teams on paper ledgers anymore. You're doing it on computers, on spreadsheets. And that was a big innovation for the network marketing industry. And each time we enter a new wave, there's new prosperity because it's an advantage that powers this industry further. And then wave four hit. Now, wave four is when about 15 years ago, Pete, when the network marketing industry really grew because it went to the internet and it got these computer systems that could track and pay these really big commissions because it could calculate multiple levels, it could take credit cards, and it could start working in more than just a local area. And what that did is that attracted the best quality products to the industry. And that's what really put the multi-level marketing industry on the map. Is the best products were here, the technology was here, and it was a heyday. And it created so many amazing professionals that maybe were in sales or maybe we're in business management, or maybe we're doing something else, but the opportunity was real to where you can make serious income. And that was wave four. And then wave five came along. And wave five came along where we've got global banking, we've got seamless global downlines, we still have the same great products, but you could build an organization that grew around the world. And literally some of these companies in the wave five era, the sun never set on those companies. And again, that was a good heyday. But these waves end. And when one wave ends, a new wave comes. But what we've seen happened with wave five network marketing companies, look at these companies. Pete, you came from a company, you worked hard for 10 years and they just sold out. Um,
Saw
uh,
a press release that I was we were sold to another company. Nobody told me, nobody called me, and
yeah.
it's I
Well,
wasn't
so
going to
some
do
of these
that again.
companies,
I want to be wave six. I'm not doing that again.
yeah. Well, some of these companies, they don't even have the courtesy to let people know. If people find out that their livelihood is ended, um, and unfortunately, when times change, when products become overpriced, the economy changes, that these waves, these eras, kind of come to an end. But I will tell you something about people in the network marketing direct sales industry. They're resilient. They've got thick rhino skin and they don't quit because to be successful in this space, you've got to develop the heart and the mindset of an entrepreneur. And so when I looked at the companies failing, and I'm like, okay, well, something's got to come. Something's got to come. Save the industry. There's got to be some new innovations coming out here. And what's that? Crickets? I don't see any innovations really. And now there's millions of skilled networkers that believe in the model of residual income, that believe in the model of creating teams and creating leverage. And we're bringing that back because it always comes down to the fundamentals. And what's happening is this new wave is coming. A wave six is coming. And we're right here to take this wave and ride it all the way because we're able to attract in mainstream brands. And that tapping into that $900 billion in advertising budgets from mainstream brands is what's going to push us into a whole new era. We've got global banking mastered. What's going on here? We've got crypto payments in, crypto payments out. We're developing new payment systems so we can work in countries like India and China where they use apps like RuPay and WeChat Pay, and we're able to enter these markets and seamlessly take in money, deliver the product digitally, and then pay the commissions that week. This is a whole new realm of building a business globally. And then here's where it takes it to another level with AI. When you're able to utilize the AI system, prospect somebody in Korea. I don't speak a lick of Korean, but the AI does. It has the presentations in Korea, has the follow up, has the training in Korean, and so now you're able to utilize these tools, these monster advancements in technology, and have a global business that you can be earning from. And on our first time I introduced this Wave 6 idea, I was thinking, well, there's got to be other companies that are going to help, push Wave 6, right? There's got to be other companies that are doing these types of things to catapult the industry from, from the track record of failures that's been orphaning so many great marketers, not really happening. And so Wave 6 is coming and it's almost here. Now, um, I've been surfing a few times, and when you're surfing, you got to paddle out into the water, and you got to wait. You got to wait for the wave to come. And the pro surfers, the people that are in the ocean all the time, they know when a wave's coming because they can see a swell building in the horizon, and they can feel that swell come, and they get ready, to paddle into a big wave. And that's exactly what's happening now. So here's a little graphic of gonna come crashing down. Disruption. That's what's happening right now. And I couldn't be more proud to be part of something where we're bringing a whole new era to an industry that's been made so much difference in my life, from friendships, relationships, mindset training, and now to to revolutionize this industry and do something new. Again, that's why I'm working around the clock. It's why so many people have been, working Save Club, getting people in. What's funny is I keep saying, oh, we should, maybe someone should get a hold of that person. Maybe someone should get a hold of that person. And they're like, oh, they're already in. They're on this team. They're on that team. I go, oh man, you got to feel the sense of urgency, because people that you would think are unrecruitable, people I thought were unrecruitable, former company owners, monster leaders, multi-million-dollar earners, are here, and they're seeing this presentation, and they're developing their own tools and networks, and we're about to drop these Wave 6 developments, and this wave is going to be here, and the people that are ready are going to ride it all the way to prosperity.
It's
But
a
first, you got to
land
get
grab.
started.
You got to get after it right
Yep.
now.
Yeah, but first you got to get started, and there's a couple ways to get started with Save Club. We have a product. It's $19.97 a month, and you're welcome to enroll members. Right now in pre-launch, most of the people are coming in as affiliates, because that's how we designed the pre-launch. This is to appeal to business people who want to create a passive residual income. And there's two ways to enroll as an affiliate. There's an affiliate fee. It's an annual fee of $60 plus $19.97. This $79.97, this all goes to a fast start, and that's for the first month. There's another way to get started, and that is with our annual VIP membership. We have a lot of people enrolling with the company using cryptocurrency, and crypto is not like it's not like a credit card that just has you on auto bill. You got to go in and you got to do it, and you got to remember to do it. So many of the people that enroll with crypto use the annual VIP membership because it's a decision, $299.97, that you make one time a year. So you don't have to worry about anything. You're fully qualified to earn unlimited income for $299.97 for the year. Now, if you want to participate in all of the parts of the compensation plan, you want to maximize the compensation plan, the only way to do that is by being an annual VIP member. And what that does is we have an additional bonus that's paid out only to VIP members. So if a VIP membership is sold inside of your organization, it looks up to the next three VIP members, and it pays out an additional bonus. But here's why, Pete, I'm really excited that we have an annual membership, because we pay out the the membership over 11 months. So, you have the fast start bonus on month one, and then 11 more months. Now, could you imagine having an organization where you've got 10,000 members, and let's say a third of them, like 30% of them, 3,000 members are on the VIP? Because that's where we're at about right now. About 30% of the people are enrolling as VIP.
That's
Well,
what we always refer to as sticky.
oh, sticky, they're locked in for a year. How many companies or how many opportunities have you built where, you start working towards developing residual income and people are gone? The
You
attrition
got
in
to
this industry
resell
is
them
so
every
high.
month. I got to call them again and beg them to stay. Don't quit. Don't quit. Yeah,
Yeah, and we don't have that here. And so not only does the membership pay for itself, and it's easy to justify when you're saving more than $20 a month to pay for the membership, but this VIP option is really going to do something that was one of my main objectives when putting this together, which was to restore passive residual income to the industry, to create something that is very sticky. And I know this is sticky, to find a price point that's going to work globally, to have a digital product that's going to be extremely rewarding in how it pays out in the compensation plan. And we checked all of the boxes. And again, the more savvy somebody is about this industry, about compensation plans, about the state of the industry, the more excited they get about this. And I'm certain of that now, as of I've been talking to so many leaders. Okay, here we go. And we take payment options in all different ways. We've got monster merchant accounts that are working in many, many parts of the world, pretty much every part of the world. There's a couple countries, India, China, monster markets for us where we're working diligently to put the systems in place to work with those local payment options. Now, crypto works everywhere. And you could be in any country in the world and you could pay in with crypto and you can get paid out with crypto. And so these systems are in place. And we just finished our iPayout integration. Make sure that you've got, if you're an affiliate, that you've gone into your back office and you've clicked on the My Earnings tab and you've decided how you want to get paid, because it's Wednesday and in 2 days we're going to run another commission, and I want to make sure everybody gets paid on time. And that's going to happen every week. Weekly commissions. So this is your way to start something that can put money into your life every single week. Lock in here, use the tools. We've got more training. Not everything's done because we're in pre-launch, but I'm very happy with how far we've come in such a short amount of time. And I hope everybody can see that and appreciate how hard myself and the rest of the corporate team is working to put this opportunity to maximum optimization. So here we go, guys. Thank you so much for attending. I'm going to do a little bit of Q&A here, but here, this could be you riding the big wave to prosperity. Thank you for watching, and looking forward to having more people part of this Save Club Wave 6 revolution.
I can read some Q&As if you want to answer them, Charles. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. When will Iwallet be available for international affiliates? Margaret asks.
So the installation of the iPayout system was completed. I've got the different confirmations. It might be available right now. It'll definitely be available before Friday's payout.
Beautiful.
So yeah,
Can you guys
I'll have
go?
updates on that, guys. Be part of the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group and we have a Facebook page. I'm gonna get updates on that, and we'll post there.
And that group is growing fast, and that's where you can see all our cool graphics and share them and save them to your wallet or to your photos and stuff like that. Can you guys go over the compensation plan? I think we did a pretty good job, Gwen, but there's a PDF that your upline can send you, or we can send you if you don't have it, that goes over it in detail. Gwen also asks, once you qualify for the 2-star, do you have to continue to personally enroll 2 members per month?
Okay, so the way that works is as long as you've got your 2 active members for the month, you are qualified. So yes, you'll be qualified for the time period from once you qualify to the next month, and then it'll look to see if those members are still active. And so here's another reason why you want to do the VIP and have your team do the VIP, because you sponsor 2 VIPs, you're qualified for that rank for the whole year. So hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, that was great. So Don, who I just got to know, love you, Don. You're awesome. He said, I love Domino's Pizza. once a week. I really love. Now I'm saving $14.07 a week. That's saving me $56.21 a month now. He gets a pizza every week, and that is huge to me. Minus the $20 membership, I get to keep $36.21 in my pocket. That's the real deal, just from one thing. Thank you, Don. That's awesome. And Hosea says, when will the new video be placed on our Powerline lead capture page system? I'm assuming the one we just watched.
Yeah, so we have more systems coming online. You know, I'd like to put everything up instantly, but we've got new lead capture coming, which there'll be alternative URLs. Just please be patient. We're already pushing the tech team to do so much in the background that we have a development schedule, and I want to focus on what's super important, which is getting our revolutionary AI up and getting our new shopping portal in. And so just have faith that what we're doing here will be ready before we end this pre-launch on June 1st. Now, Matt, I saw you raising your hand. You want to say something?
Yeah, hey guys, Matt Jameson here, Salmon River, New Brunswick, Canada again. Hey Charles, as if you're not busy enough, but my international teams are screaming for a 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time opportunity presentations. Is that a possibility?
Okay. How do you like Monday?
Mondays are great.
Okay, yeah, because
every day is great, but I know you can't.
Yeah,
do every day right
we actually talked about this after the last Monday call, and I'll tell you, Monday is just a crazy day for me. I want to get everything up and moving, but then I started thinking, well, I bet everybody else is the same way. And what if on Monday morning we had a call and just kicked off the week, with that momentum? And so let's do that. Let's do
would
10
that be the
a.m.
recognition and information call or an actual opportunity presentation?
Yeah, let's do an opportunity call littered with information, much like the call we just did right now, the one that we're doing right now, and do that Monday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Okay, awesome. Well, for anybody else out there building international, you know what? Get tonight's recording of this webinar, and then you guys step up and be leaders for your international team and use the recording for those early day presentations, because that's what I'm going to do tomorrow when I get this recording. Back to you guys. Thank you for all you do.
And we'll get this recording out here tonight. Sometimes it takes a minute to render, and then we do a little bit of editing. But be part of the Facebook group. That's where we release these links to the recording.
I
love your energy, Matt.
Yep, and on the Facebook there as well.
Dennis, now this is what I'm saying, Dennis. When will there be Save Club shirts and caps? That's what I'm talking about. I can't wait. I don't know. Charles might know better. Soon, though. Soon.
Yeah.
Dennis wants to wear a T-shirt. I do.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah. No, I want to. I've already dreamt up the. I saw Mac posted some really cool AI images with the Save Club T-shirt, and I go, I want one of those. I know they're not ready yet, but yeah.
Right.
Just one more thing. I'd say merch is probably like 11 on the let's do to-do list, but it's on there. There's a lot. I want to get the critical things that are really going to put money in your pocket done first.
Right on. Lauren said the first MLM was Avon in the late 1800s. Wow, that's amazing. 150 years later, here we are. How do commissions get into our individual financial systems? Well, you set up a wallet, or you set up an ACH or crypto, whatever you want to do. This is Dan asking. And then the money gets pushed on Fridays into whatever you prefer.
Yep. Yeah. So what you want to do, there's instructions. You log in to your affiliate back office, and on the left-hand side, there is a tab for My Earnings. And right there, you look at what's there. If you're in the United States, the best way to get paid is with your ACH if you got an American bank account, and that is that's the best way to do it. And the money just shows up in your account on Friday.
Jack wants to collaborate. Well, the moment you become a member, Jack, we are collaborating. Michael says, can you start with the monthly plan and then the following month upgrade to the annual plan? You Certainly. Absolutely can, and you don't get punished or anything. You actually get an extra month, so you're actually picking up one more month when you do that, and you're not paying extra or anything like that. So a lot of people are doing that. In fact, a lot of people are doing it the next day, Michael. They're not even waiting till the next month. They're so excited.
You know what? I saw a huge uptick of that after last Friday's presentation. where we release some of this new information, and they go, "Oh, it something clicked." And I think as we get more and more information out, I'm certain when these AI tools and other portals are here, people that are not on the annual are going to update or upgrade themselves to an annual membership.
Doug says, I joined, paid the yearly membership at $299.97. Does that mean I'm a VIP member? It sure does, Doug. Smart choice, brother. Welcome to the family. Barbara says, are you operating in Mexico yet?
We are, and our international portals are coming along as well. So you're welcome to start building a business from Mexico. The opportunity is global, so as you get started, you can recruit people from around the world, and we'll have some international opportunities for savings coming as well.
Anthony says, the coupon codes, are they available on the Save Club membership? Yeah, you go to your homepage and then My Deals, and you can, peruse through. You can do searches. We actually have a really cool video that our partner did, and it walks you through how to access the deals, how to look for secret ways to find deals in the back office, and we'll have that up on our YouTube probably later tonight, if not tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Lucy suggests using Wise. Yes, Wise is a great payment processor. We're in pre-launch, Lucy. We might end up using that too. I agree. It's great. Explain the 2x16 matrix and what that looks like, Christopher Reed says. Well, Christopher, that means that the first two people that fall in, whether you sponsor them or they are spillover from your upline, that's going to be 2 and then 4 below it. And it's going to follow suit 8, 16, all the way down 16 levels. I don't know. What is there, 32,000 people you can have on the 16th level or something like that?
Yeah, I don't
It's a
know.
lot.
I'd have to do the
It's a
math.
lot.
Yeah, and uh, compensation plan, trainings, compensation plan, video also on our priority list. Pretty high. So the key thing was getting this presentation that you just saw really dialed in. Then we're going to start really systematizing this presentation. We'll upgrade the video quality, and this will be what is essentially an anthem. And so one thing that we're developing, and it takes a good month to really dial in the anthem. And an anthem is something that's like a 30-second pitch that everybody hears so much that they're able to just repeat it on command. And then a 60-second pitch, so that when you're out in the field, when you're talking to your friends, your family, you meet a stranger, you're able to articulate the message clearly in a uniformed way. And that becomes the anthem. And then we'll have a 5-minute anthem, so that if someone's interested, but they only got 5 minutes, we were able to get them a video that really shows what's going on, explains everything, and those aha moments they click on. And then we've got an anthem that's our presentation, like you just saw, where we've got 15 to 20 minutes where we can really unload a lot of stuff, show proof, show social proof of what's happening, and the better that we get at these, the higher they convert, and the easier your life is. So really, the business as it gets moved along, really all you're gonna have to do is find someone who's interested in having more money in their life and wants to enjoy the savings. You share with them our free app. They like the savings. We are also showing them how to earn more money and encouraging them to buy a membership and or become an affiliate, and then they upgrade, and then it repeats. And this is going to be one of the most duplicatable businesses that you'll ever see, because we've got a product that has mass appeal. We get to leverage the name recognition of all these major advertisers that are bringing us deals, and it's going to duplicate like crazy. So so the business becomes increasingly easier as these anthems are developed, as the tools are developed, as the savings are developed, and then it's just about sharing savings, sharing stories, and the people that are the most effective at bringing that out to the world are going to reap massive residual income benefits.
All right, there's some more. I'll burn through them quick because I know you got work to do. Are you planning on having a physical discount card to carry around? Wayne says. Well, Wayne, you do have a physical card. Your phone. You can carry the discounts around then. If it makes sense, maybe, but we want you to be able to pick what card you want cash back to go on, and maybe you want the money to go back on your favorite bank card or whatever. We don't want to limit you. So if it makes sense, we will. If you want to upgrade from 79 to the 299, how does that work? Well, basically, you're going to pay 239. So you're going to pay it's 80 plus 239, and that's where you get that extra month from when you add those two together. You don't pay the 60 again.
And it's inside your back office. You log in, you
Yep.
click on My Membership,
Oh, yeah, under
and
membership,
the
right.
options right there. Yep. And I've tested it thoroughly. It's working. I've seen lots of upgrades.
John Smith says, "What is this about? We're not allowed to use autoresponders. I have a community. I use Aweber. Is that not allowed?"
Okay, so that's a great question, and this is more of a technical question. But one of the responsibilities that our corporate team has is to make sure that our email inbox is superb. So if people are marketing using poor traffic methods, paid traffic methods, sometimes posting in a Telegram group or posting in a spot where it creates spam for the system. Well, first of all, the company can get into trouble as leads come in and we're sending autoresponders and those people didn't opt in. They click junk and then it hurts our email deliverability. So we've got a phenomenal compliance team monitoring what's going on. And if too many leads are coming in, we know that good traffic converts at a certain way. And if an account has dozens or hundreds of pre-enrollees coming in, and those people aren't returning to the website, we can see that they're reporting as spam or nobody's upgrading. Well, we say that traffic source is not good, and we'll turn it down. Here's the thing that you should think about. If a real person from their device and in their own IP are typing in their name, phone number, and email address and clicking the box to submit, if people are doing that, you're good. If you've got a list and you want to email that list, many of the people here, they email the list and it's their list. They know what's going on, and real prospects are going to enter in their information. None of those people have problems, and that's what we want. That's what we encourage. If I was in the field building, I'd be emailing my list and sending them to the capture page. I would just make sure that the people that are arriving at that capture page are typing in their own information, and if you stick to that, you'll be fine, and people convert, and everyone will be happy.
That's right. Great answer. Anthony says the coupon codes are only available to Save Club members. Yes, you got to be a member to use our discounts. It's only $19.99 a month. How do you join the Facebook group? Joaquin says it's Save Club Affiliate. Just do a search and answer the questions, and we'll let you right in. Danette says, "Oh, we've got some typos." She said, "Okay, well, we're not perfect yet, and it's the AI is not running it's still humans running it. So humans make little boo-boos, but we'll fix if there's any typos, we'll fix them." Max wants to know about the Facebook group. It's Save Club Affiliate. Just do a search. Same thing with Bruce. How do you join? Just go and answer the questions and we'll let you right in. Yes, you can pay the difference and become a yearly member, be a VIP. Highly suggested if you can afford it. Will the genealogy be updated more regularly than just weekly? Well, we do the cutoff every Friday. So, Mark, that's when it gets updated. So you got people that go into the power line, it's a timestamp, and then the people that upgrade get moved into the matrix based on that timestamp when they originally pre-enrolled. So we do that every Friday night at midnight Pacific time. I don't think we're going to update it more than that, right, Charles? No.
Nope. That's how it rolls.
How far are you getting deals in New Zealand? We love New Zealand. Auckland's a beautiful city. We're working on it, Joe. I promise you, we're working on it.
Yeah, no, there's great drop shipping, great networks, great cashback networks, great card linking networks in Australia, New Zealand. So that's actually one of the better continents of the world that has embraced this new technology. So yeah, there's definitely deals coming for down there, down under.
Michael said, if an active member leaves, do you have to find another to fill that slot? No, you don't have to. You don't have to. It would ultimately compress out if they were inactive. But I guess you could find if it was like a great spot and it had lots of. I don't know why anybody would leave, but I guess they had to. You could find somebody to replace them if it was a close, if you had a good
Yeah, I
connection,
don't know.
right,
Yeah,
Charles? I don't
that's
know.
advanced strategy. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we're right here at an hour, Pete. I
Okay.
know we could probably answer for hours. We got 300 people here. You want to run through a couple more and then call it?
Yeah, we can do a couple more real quick. All right, let me get to where I was. That was a great Zoom. Thank you, Charles, for all the new stuff. Thanks for all the great questions, guys. Let me see where we're at. Our retail shopping vendors and savings continually being added. Some areas have minimal offerings. Thank you. Mike, we're just in pre-launch. I can tell you, Charles and I talk several times a day. I've never seen anybody just tirelessly, like I get up, I'm in California. I get up to go to the bathroom at 5 o'clock in the morning. He's already online because I see him on WhatsApp. It says last seen. So he's up very early, working very hard. I mean, just today he had multiple dealings with big vendors and countries on the other side of the world. And yes, we will absolutely be adding stuff constantly. But we'll also keep it exciting. We'll be adding stuff to keep it exciting. When will we have a paid plan explanation video? That's a great question. Working
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. Let's get on it. I mean, that's probably the third time people have been asking for a pay plan. So it heard, well received. It's on our to-do list, and yeah, I will. Let's prioritize that, and
Okay.
I'll speak with my corporate team, and yeah, it's another video that we desperately want to get out there for you.
Okay, we'll do a couple more. Could do a savings apply to Australia? Oh, we love Australia. Absolutely, be a big part of it. Can I pay a yearly membership for another person? You're going to have a thing in your back office called a credit wallet, so you could actually accumulate funds in there that you've earned, and you could use that to pay for other people and people that you wanted to work with and stuff, or they could pay you if maybe they don't have a credit card or something. I don't know, but yes, you can pay for another person, and that would be the way to do it.
And just keep in mind, our fraud system doesn't allow credit card to be used multiple times. So just keep in mind that if you are paying for somebody else, just use a different debit or credit card, and that will work.
Can you tell us about the AI and what it's going to do? Don, the AI is going to handle customer service. It's going to be a learning. It's going to get better and better. And at some point, it'll know every possible question. It'll do a great job answering them in different languages. And then Charles kind of touched upon how the AI will follow up and help you
Yeah, I
along
mean,
with the sales process.
let me give an example. I think that's a great
Okay.
question. We'll end it with
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
So tonight we have this Zoom going on, and imagine you had 10 prospects, 10 pre-enrollees that you had met during the week. Maybe you used some of our creatives, you posted them out there on your social media, people got interested, you got, some pre-enrollees into the system. And 15 minutes before the call, a phone call goes out, boom, and it goes, "Hi Pete, this is Savvy from Save Club. Just want to let you know that we've got a live webinar happening in 15 minutes. And since you came and looked at the business, 6,290 other people have also looked at the business, and 629 have upgraded to member. You have an opportunity to get paid on these members if you lock in your spot. Would you like to know more?" You talk to this AI
Definitely.
like a person and say, "Okay, well, would you like to attend the webinar? Would you like a text message or an email?" And the system's going to do that follow up right there. Now, that's if you got 10 people in your downline. Imagine that. Imagine 15 minutes before the call trying to pick up your phone and call 10 people. Not going to happen. Now, imagine you got an organization with 10,000 people in it and that call goes out. So we're going to be beefing up these systems. We're going to be beefing up these broadcasts so that we can handle just massive amounts of people. That's the tough thing to do, and this is what the enterprise level technology and having AI work for you really means. So that's just one example of how AI can follow up, answer questions, and do it in every language that you don't speak.
Unbelievable. And we are on the cutting edge of all that cool stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Wave six in this industry is about to start cresting. So get your board out. Let's ride it all the way to prosperity.
Yeah, we got 10-foot waves in San Diego. Much rather ride this wave with you, Charles. It's a lot safer. So,
Exciting.
guys, it was awesome hanging out. Charles, you just knocked it out of the park. I mean, just think about how you can come in. We're not even a couple weeks old. The leverage you can create by working hard. I mean, I love people that love their job. I haven't wanted one for a long time, but I've always respected people that love their job. Savings is never going to go away. It's not like some weight loss technology where somebody's going to come along and invent something better. This has been with us for years. People wanted to save money 300 years ago. They'll want to save money years from now. So it's a great, great business to be in. And, I want to do this for a long, long time because, like I said, people that have jobs, I want to work with people on projects for a long time. I want to have security. I want to make lifelong friendships. And unfortunately, the word job security isn't really what it used to be. So, you can build with us, build a nice, a nice income for yourself, learn how to use savings and really be a part of this. We're just getting started. So thank you for being here tonight. And we look forward to
Yeah.
working with you guys.
And hey guys, and build towards Friday night's call. So, I'll get the links out earlier so you can start sharing them. And let's have, get your pre-enrollees in and let's have a monster Friday night call. I've got more creatives. You got to kind of hold back. We're developing so mull cool stuff. I'll even some new stuff, a new presentation. Every time it gets a little bit better. And this Friday night we're gonna have a bang up one for the
That's right.
second cutoff date. So
Save
everybody,
Club Affiliate, guys. Save Club Affiliate on Facebook. Join the group. You'll get
yep,
lots of great resources. We're literally sharing multiple reels and pictures and everything every day. And thank you for all the great questions, guys. We really enjoyed it. There's my stupid light again. Thanks for all the great questions, guys. That really helps us to educate the field. So appreciate you guys.